I am going to present local gods and Yakshas in Sri Lanka. Especially, I am concerned to one specific area in Sri Lanka. We call the Nurakalaviya. It is located actually north central province in Sri Lanka, but not only north central province, several other areas also included. This is not the the regular the demarc. So it's ancient time. We have the several demarcs areas. So Nurakalavi is the one of place where the preserving very ancient and indigenous knowledge in Sri Lanka. So I will go with you for my native place and my birthplace. Also the main preserving center in Sri Lanka for the indigenous knowledge and indigenous beliefs, actually, because this place very connected to the Indian culture, especially the South Indian culture. So some god and Yakshas has some relations between Sri Lanka and India too. So first, in Game Mangalis village festival, I know I have visited several times. I was spent a long time in India, so I have seen a number of village gods in India. Same as India, we have the number of village gods. Actually, we can't say this is god or the Yakshas. So the between that, maybe half god and half Yakshas, we can say. So there are five village gods. It's we can say go Bandara. Bandara means the caste. It is a high caste. So we have five gods or the Yakshas. The Game Bandas. He is the responsible for the village properties and adult and Vile Bandara. It is the concerning for the paddy field in that area. You know, our main foods rice, so we are always concerned to the protecting and give some festival for the rice and paddy field. Well, then the third one year Bandar is good for the cattle. You know, like Sri Lanka and India, we are dependent on the agricultural economy. So the cattle or the cow is the main engine for agriculture. So that's why one of good for the special the cattle. And Panam Bandar, Panam is the very important thing, is good for money. So it means that not the physical money, maybe at that time we called money as like grains, yams, or other agriculture thing, and some minerals also the money, like we had the barter system. And Pinkala Bandara is the very important god for the children. You know, when I was in my villages 40 years ago, we had several illness, and we never go to a hospital. We directly join with the local god and some ceremonies and some kind of Ayurvedic medicine. And most of time we are going to worship this god for the help for the illness. So actually, I went to hospital, I think, about after 15 years old. Until that, I never go to hospital to get any medicine like that. In my grandfathers and grandmothers and that generation, I know my grandfather never visited at least one time for the hospital. Now, here, I'm not going to prove you that the local god can solve everything. No, it is not the thing, because hundreds of people died because of that illness. However, these are five gods still worship in that area. So this is my village actually, and my wife village, and two several pictures I am sharing with you. So all the families in the village should be contribute to this worship. And you can see the milk rice pot. It means that rice milk with the milk and rice together. We are called not use the milk. Actually, we use the coconut milk. And some northern province they are using the milk, the cow or the goat milks. But in my village we're using coconut. And if we count these spots, so we can exactly we can say how many villages are there in this village. So like that. So many several. This is my children here. This is my elder son. Now they are very big here. So this is my younger son. So always, although I am professor, every year I'm participating in this festival because I have to do that. If I not go there, most of villages will agree with me. So let's see some video here. Okay, so this is how that local gods they are worshipped with the milk rice and some drums. And another time is the end of festival here. Yeah. Actually, he's my native one, but he can't speak any language other than Sinhala. But when he get in this kind of position, so he can fluently speak Tamil. So and this is my wife's village here. So they have the another arrangement, but same goat, the group of goats. So all the villagers should be gathered here. No matter they are busy or not, they have to come here and they have to participate with the milk rice. And so not only that, yeah, there are two parts, and that's a village. This is in temple. Also, some monk also the participation this year. These all are my relatives here, so I'm not shy to introduce them. However, we are in 21st century, but in my village, is still worshiping there. So yes, so here they are worshipping another gods, but I think some of them very familiar with your country, Vishnu and this kind of we call the tatu, and we can say some offering sets. Vishnu has 24, Ganesh has 3, Patini has 3, and Nilamayu. He is one of local goat, or we can so devil, the half goat, half devil. He's a giant, local giant. So this is how the offering the milk rice, banana, some fruit, jack, and especially local sweets. This local sweets should be made by the same side by only men. Normally, this festival not participate the woman. It's not allowed. Don't ask me anything. Why the discrimination there? So this is the festival. I think India also the same situation there. So this is the temple. They are worshiping the five gods. And in the evening, so all the women, so they are should be gathered the headmasters, headmans of their home, and they have to cook for all the villages. And so many invitees are there, the young and adult, everyone here. Over the night, they are enjoying, they are sharing their many thing experience for the year, and they are cooking together. And here, and finally, the first they are feeding children, the second the adult man, and finally women. They are helping each other. So this milk rice, very delicious, and this all the things for God. And another thing, we have the Muttinamima, so we call that is a three pots festival, and two pots offering for the tanks, and one pot for the paddy. So this is the arrangement, and now we are using the polythene, and at that time just only coconut leaves. Oh, this is in the over the night. They are worshiping and drumming for gods, and not only one gods. There are number of gods. All are represent the local tradition. And this you can see the pots, the made by clay, and the fruit and beetle and beetle nuts and the areca nut and beetles. It is like quite similar to Indian culture. And one person here, he's totally sacrificing his life for this kind of festival, and we always call him. Yeah, you can see we use the just bund of the tank because Sri Lanka is a tank country. We have the cascade system. You can't see any country in the world. We have only the cascade system, and more than 100 sets of cascade here. More than 3,000 years continuing this endless. And finally, you can see that this is my village tank here is a kind of the middle size, and the two pots already hung in here. Another pots there. So after the keeping the pots on the tree, the festival will be finished. So you can see the pots turned down. So people ask to God, please give the rain until the filling of the pot. So the pot will never fill because it's the downside. So it's mean they need to overflow in the tank, the water, in the raining water. So Pattini, it is the Patyadani festival. So it is several gods and a very popular gods, Pattini, maybe Durga, I'm not sure that, and Kataragave Kartike, and number of devils and local gods worship in this festival. It is also a village festival, and like you saw him previous festival, and this is the place where there should be cooked the everything here. No, the homemade thing, just their on-site food, and maybe the fruit they are bringing outside of the village, and other sweets, rice, milk rice, and everything should be cooked here. And finally, they are worshipping in that way. So they are expecting avoid evils, bad evils from the village lives and the paddy field, also chain cultivation, dry farming, and especially they need to ask help from God to protect their cattle. Yeah, finally they are cook for all the villages and sharing in the tanks. You can see all the families, my friends all are here, and they are sitting here for the food. So all the foods free for them. Over the day, they are enjoying gathering here. And Ganesh, worship of Ganesh is very normal and very common in India and Sri Lanka. So I'm not taking much time to explain this one. It's every village has the place for worship Ganesh. So this is my family, this is me. You can see this is my sons and my wives and children, other children. So my sisters and brothers is the children also here. So I have to go every year to participate in this festival. And we have 7 pot festival for the several. It is also the tanks goat, paddy goats, money goats, and the cattle. Also the forest goat, children goats, also the Patini and Kataragam Durga and Kartike, and also the worship. Like here, you can see we use a huge 7 pot to cook the milk rice, and finally giving the one set of the parcel for everyone who participates this festival, this occasion. Especially here, also you can't see any woman here, only the men, and the children also the only men. Otherwise, other people can't participate here, especially this festival concern for the tank system, because tanks is our blood like that. Without tank, we can't survival. So the Tarihali is a one pot. It's especially for the woman after delivering the 3 month later baby. So they have to prove the goat. So we had a child because of your help. So this is the milk rice for the thanking for the goats like that. And the Nilamahayu, the one of local giant. And when they get in the full water of tanks, they are offering the 7 cent. We have cent Indian and Sri Lanka, same this pattern. So you can see here 6 cent the ties here for the goat. And that good of rain there in Sri Lanka also we have that. And when we have the very dry weather, no raining, so the people of the village, they are gathering to the tanks, and they are making very ugly statue made by mud. So it's very huge one, maybe several meters height, and in the earth, a very ugly one. So they think when they make ugly goat, the goat seen that they goat that can see in that one, and he get the sign. So I should give the rain until the vanish the ugly statue. So people think. So that's why they are like the tricks like some kind of tricks. So they want to make shy goat and get the rain. So it's still prepare. It's still ongoing that situation. So one hand, the Yaksani, and it is very endemic for my village area. We believe that one hand, she hasn't one hand, and she's presenting the woman, and she's trying to protect the woman in that area for raping or other any insult or anything such that kind of thing, and also from the bad devil. But it's very dangerous for the man, especially bad man. So people they believe that the one hand Yakshani will meet the bad man, right? So it is a Kalukumara. It is we call the Kalukumara, and he's the black princess. So he's coming after 6 o'clock for the woman, especially the young woman. So why the people create this kind of concept? Because at that time, it's 5-6 decades ago, we had the toilet system, and we used the jungle, same as India. We don't need to shy. This is our culture, one of culture. So the young ladies, women, so should be done everything within the sunlight time before the darkness. So they need to protect the village, the girls from the bad thing and bad people, bad man or bad evils. That's why they made this kind of concept. And the final side is a Mohini. It is very, very, very similar to your country, India. India also, we have the Mohini. Mohini come into the earth after 9 p.m. So it's mean the people needed to protect the young generation in the village. They say don't go after 9 o'clock p.m. to the out of home, and the girl or boy or anyone, don't go there, because at that time no electricity, no high facilities, and they at that time so many bad accident will come here, because especially for the snakes are there in my area. So if there are anything happening, so no help here. So that's why the villagers wanted to protect cattle, children, women, adult, with helping local goat and the Yakshas. That's why this concept came here. So we are in 21st century, but most of festival is still ongoing, because the people are thinking that the natural power helping for their daily lives. So my time is over. Thank you so much for listening. And if there anything, and please ask.